Breathing Space Fade and Frontier includes mature content such as adult language, sexual situations, violence, and substance use. Additional sensory contact warnings can be found in the show notes.
I ain't got no home to go to, ain't got nothing to sell, but my stars will never leave me, even when I'm sold to hell. I was born under a blue sky, and I'll die out in the black. When I'm gone, don't no one mourn me, 'cause my debts will drag me back.
Okay, everyone. Have you double-checked your packing list? Do you have your sleeping bags, G-hammocks, flashlights, terminals?
Of course. We're not comets anymore. We know how to pack for a survey trip, Gary.
You haven't done a surface survey yet. And you should call me troop leader. I'm in charge of this trip, and you can't...
Yes, troop leader. I swear, someday I'm gonna push him out an airlock.
He's your brother.
He's the worst.
I heard that. Chris, there you are. We almost left without you. Okay, hurry up, everyone. The shuttle's boarding. Here we go. Solar Scouts Troop 921, sound off. Frank?
Here.
Ayrik?
Here.
Chris?
Right here.
Keekee? Keekee?
Ow! What'd you do that for?
Keekee?
I'm here, okay?
You gotta pay attention or I'm going to leave you behind.
You can't do that. Mom said...
Mom also said you have to listen to me. Plus, I'm a star and you're just a cadet.
Fine.
This is a boarding announcement. All passengers of the Shuttle 2144 to Venusian surface stations Denmark, Gallipoli, Havana, Jerusalem, and Liverpool, please proceed to gate J3 for imminent departure.
That's us. Okay, Pax? Got it. Good. Anyone need to go to the bathroom? There won't be another chance till we get to the surface. Anyone? Keekee?
Gary!
All right, everyone. Transit time is a little over an hour. Stay in your seats and don't throw anything. We're going to have plenty of time to move around when we're on the surface. We're here to have fun and work on our survival merit badge. Okay, everyone, remember,
Solar Scouts never give up. Wow.
It's so big. I didn't think it would be this big.
It's not that big. The rec center at home is bigger. And I don't know why you're surprised. All the measurements are online. You should have done your research.
Well, it feels bigger.
I did do my research. I know how to use the telespectrometer and...
Obviously, not enough research.
And I just said it feels bigger, not that it is.
But objectively...
Why is the roof like that?
Like what?
All swirly. Is it a hollow projection?
That's the outside, stupid.
Ayrik!
What? She's being stupid. Everyone knows that the surface of Venus is covered in gas storms all the time. And everyone knows the survey dome is clear plasper.
Shut up. I'm not stupid. I know about gas storms. And the dome.
I didn't say you were stupid. I said you were being stupid. And if you knew, why did you ask?
I was just testing Gary. 'Cause he's supposed to be teaching us about the surface and observations and surveying.
Aha. I told you, you should have done more research.
Knock it off, both of you. That's actually a really good question. And a good place to start working on this badge. Everyone stow your packs. We're going to pitch them over there by the airlock. And come out here by the surveying equipment. We'll set up our camp in a few, but first we need to go over a few rules. Oh. And then we'll get to start looking at the surface of Venus. I know it's not fun, but these rules are from the Venusian Survey Authority, not me. And they're here to keep us safe. So we're going to all follow them, right? Right. The Surface Survey Bubble, designation Havana, is a 29-meter diameter modular station engineered to withstand the harsh conditions on the Venusian surface. The central observation dome is 16 meters and equipped with a vacuum insulation blanket that blah blah blah, climate control blah, designed for short-term habitation, fully secured against the threats of blah blah, precisely balanced self-contained habitat blah. Okay, here we go, rules. 1. Do not remove any materials or equipment. Do not leave behind any materials or equipment, including non-recyclable waste products. 2. All recyclable and biological waste should be divided by type and placed in the correct receptacle. 3. All human biological waste...
He said the word.
Guys, come on, grow up. All human biological waste should be disposed of in the reclamation chamber. Do not fire or throw any projectiles at the observation bubble or windows. I'm looking at you, Keekee. Do not access personal... 5. Do not access personal sites or comm dresses on the facility terminal. 6. Do
How
not...
many rules are there?
Just a few more. Be quiet. 6. Do not write, scratch, or otherwise mark on the walls, bubble, or windows. 7. Familiarize yourself with fire suppression tools and their locations. 8. Do not open the airlock to the station for any reason, unless a transport is successfully docked and equalized pressure. Remember, the Venusian atmosphere is unbreathable and the pressure on the surface is over 80 times what the human body can survive. Specialized exosuits are required. 9. In case of an emergency, first activate Green Line Beacon. Then contact surface station support at... well, we're not gonna need that. We're prepared for anything, aren't we, Scouts? You all understand the rules?
Yep.
Totally.
I looked them up already.
The fire suppression system controls are there, and there. That door is the bathroom, that's the kitchen, and obviously that's the airlock. I do not want any of you to mess with it. In fact, I don't want you to even go near it. Now, why don't you 4 go set up the tents, and I'll make us some lunch. Come back to the center terminal here in an hour. All right, Troop 921, let's get working on that badge.
Got a surface temperature of 451.8 degrees with a wind of 1.8 kilometers per hour.
Very good, Chris. You've got those instruments down. Ayrik, you're next.
Finally.
What's happening? Up there. What's happening in the sky? It looks all weird. The light's all gray and wobbly.
And it's really, really dark in here.
The sun's probably setting. You don't gotta be a baby about it, Frank.
The sun's not setting.
How do you know?
I know the sun's not setting because I know how long a Venus day is.
Shouldn't the dome have lights, though?
It does have lights, specially calibrated ones that are supposed to replicate Sol.
What does that have to do with a Venus day?
A Venusian day is like 250 Terran days.
So?
So it's getting dark too fast, obviously.
I don't like this. That gray stuff is over almost all of the dome. I really don't. Gary, do something.
Don't be such a baby.
I'm not a baby.
You're acting like a baby.
Am not.
R2.
Am not.
Cut it out, both of you. It's fine, Frank. It's just Venusian fog. It's totally normal. We're lucky we had as much clear sky as we did.
Venusian fog?
Don't you know anything? The surface of the planet is covered up almost all the time in fog made up of carbon dioxide, nitrogen, argon, sulfuric acid, and water vapor.
I know a lot. I'm just not a show-off know-it-all like you.
I'm not a show-off.
R2.
Am not.
Hey, I said cut it out. Looks like we aren't going to get any more observation done right now, though.
Are you sure it's okay? It looks really weird. And really dark.
Baby.
Yeah, I'm sure it's... It is really dark. The internal dome lights should have turned on by now. and the fog is moving in really fast.
I told you!
It'll be fine. They probably just have a manual switch to save power. And if anything does go wrong, I can handle it. I got a Corona on my survival badge, remember? We're prepared for any...
I don't like
Why
this.
did the lights all go
everyone
out?
It's
chill.
dark.
Hold it.
Turn the lights back
I'll
on.
get the lantern. Everyone just
I'm getting my
hang
flashlight.
on.
No, I'll get mine.
Give me a minute. We can't
Ow!
all...
You stepped on me!
Sorry. Okay, Troop 921, freeze! I know it's dark. I'm going to get the lantern set up. Just everyone stay put, okay?
Ow.
Sorry. There. We've got light.
It's not very much light.
Everyone okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
What happened?
The fog's just very solid, and it looks like the station doesn't have automatic lights. But remember, a Solar Scout never gives up. I've got absolutely everything under control. Look at it this way. This is your chance to start working on your survival Corona.
I still don't like it. Can we turn on the real lights?
You are such a baby.
Ayrik, I don't want to have to tell you again to leave her alone. Everyone, let's head back to the tents. We're not getting any more surveying done today, but we can talk about our results and what they say about how people might someday be able to live on the surface of Venus.
They won't.
Stay close to me and the lantern. I don't want us to walk into anything.
Can you please turn the lights on?
Baby.
Knock it off. We don't really need the lights, do we? This is an adventure.
I'd really like them back on.
So would I.
What about you? Ayrik? Keekee?
I'm fine. I'm not afraid of the dark.
I'm not either,
Right.
but I still want light.
Okay, fine. Then you stay here, and I'll go find the controls. I think they were on the equipment hub in the center.
Don't take the lantern.
Fine. Leave it in the middle there. Keekee, hand me a flashlight.
I want to come with you.
Ayrik, what did I say? I'm not going far. Just right back to where we were. Less than 20 meters. You're gonna be able to see my light the whole time.
Are you sure this is okay? Maybe we should call someone.
We're fine. I'll be right back. Just sit tight.
What if this isn't just Venus fog?
Venusian fog.
Whatever. What if it isn't?
What else would it be?
Maybe they started terraforming.
You can't terraform Venus. It's too hot. My dad told me.
Or maybe they figured out how.
We'd know. They'd have had to get permission.
They obviously aren't terraforming. Not only is it too hot, there's too much pressure. And the atmosphere doesn't work. But that doesn't mean it has to be normal fog. What if the observation dome is breaking?
That couldn't happen, could it?
Oh yeah. Do you even know what's out there? Corrosive air hot enough to melt lead. Billions of kilograms of pressure. There are clouds of sulfuric acid just floating around.
But the dome's engineered. It's got vacuum insulation. I've read about it. It's built to withstand.
Everyone makes mistakes.
Gary says it's an engineer's job not to make mistakes.
Okay, but they still do.
Do not.
Do too. What about all those Terran scientists and the solar storm?
What about them?
They said it wasn't going to happen. Or if it did, it wasn't going to be bad. That was sure a mistake.
They were Terran.
You're right. What if there's another solar storm? Right now? What if it's happening out there, and we just don't know it?
Solar storms are bright.
A dust cloud after one wouldn't be.
Yeah. The dust cloud would happen after. Maybe it is. Maybe everyone out there is already dead.
I don't think.
What if they're all dead and no one's going to come to let us out, and we're just going to have to sit here forever until we run out of food and have to eat each other?
That's disgusting! I wouldn't eat any of you.
You would if you were hungry enough. Everyone would. It just depends on how long you go without food.
I wouldn't.
You would. There's research.
There's research?
I would not.
You would. It's scientifically proven.
Wouldn't. Gary. Ayrik says that I could be a cannibal.
What? Never mind. I don't want to know.
Why aren't the lights on?
They wouldn't turn on.
What?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
What do you mean they didn't turn on?
I don't like that.
It's fine. Really, it's fine. The station's probably just in power conservation mode.
Does that mean we're going to have to sit here in the dark?
Sure. There is absolutely no reason to be worried. We'll go to bed and the lights should be back on tomorrow. And even if they aren't, the survey equipment doesn't need solar light to function. We can still get all your badge requirements finished.
Nope. Don't like that. I don't like that. I don't want to work in the dark.
Yeah. It sounds horrible.
We really should call someone. They said there's a green line.
We are not using the green line. We're fine. I am absolutely in control of the situation, okay? It's just the lights, not actually a problem.
It's kind of a problem.
Don't you start too, Ayrik. I thought you would want the chance to prove you can do just fine in unexpected situations.
Gary, could we at least just call Mom? Just so she knows what's going on.
We especially are not going to calm Mom. Everyone just drop it. We're fine. And the shuttle will be back tomorrow afternoon anyway. We can all just deal with it till then.
Okay. But when are the lights gonna come back
It
on?
doesn't matter, because we are Solar Scouts and we can survive anything. Right? Right?
Yeah. Right. We can do it. I know we can. Because we're Troop 921. The best troop on Terraria.
The only troop. It's just dark. There's nothing to worry about.
Ayrik and Keekee are right. So let's all settle down and...
What was that?
Who did that?
Is that... It sounds like... Someone's banging on the top of the dome.
I don't like this.
It is! Someone's banging! They're right over our heads!
Gary!
Which one of you is doing that? You need to knock it off right now!
Someone's up above us.
They can't be. It's like 15 meters up.
They could have jump jets.
That's not possible. The atmosphere would crush.
Look, that's a great trick, okay? I'm really impressed. You've had your fun. Now you need to stop it.
It's not us!
It's not me.
If it's not any of you, what is it then?
Maybe it's rocks?
That's stupid. How could a rock make that much noise?
The wind. It could pick up rocks and drop them on top of the dome.
It wouldn't sound like that.
How do you know what Venusian rocks dropped on a Plasper dome would sound like?
I just know that it wouldn't sound like that. That sounds like someone banging on it to get in.
Could it really be?
No. No one's out there.
It can't be rocks on the dome. I mean, wouldn't the vacuum insulation stop them from hitting, like...
We need to call someone.
Yeah, turn on the green line. Something is really, really wrong.
No. We're fine. It's just some noise outside, okay? There's nothing's actually wrong. It sounds scary, but we're not in any danger.
How do you know? I mean, I read about the surface before the trip. It's really, really scary out there.
Well, we're not out there. We're in here.
What if the dome is breaking?
It is not. I'd know if it were, okay? We're fine. It's just some rocks, or wind, or something. We don't need help. We don't need to call anyone. What we need to do is calm down, go to sleep, and then tomorrow finish our surveys and go home. Got it? See? I told you. Whatever it was, it's over now. So like I said, we are going to go to bed and...
That is not
That's
rocks!
for sure outside.
Look, I am not going to ask again. Which one of you is doing this? What did you do? Set up some kind of parabolic speaker? Great prank. Really funny.
I didn't do it. It was
No, we
me
never
the
do
whole
that.
It's
time.
not me this time. I'd do something much
If you
funnier.
are doing it, you don't have to say anything. You aren't going to get in trouble. Just stop. Okay. Good. I'm willing to let this go and not talk about it anymore. Hopefully you learned your lesson. Why don't we make some cocoa before...
It's right outside the airlock.
Gary, we're not doing it. Is there... Could someone be... Maybe someone is trying to get in.
No one's out there. If there were, they'd be squished.
We should call for help.
They're special exosuits. The rules say.
Even in a special suit, they wouldn't be able to knock, I think.
That's not true. Is it, Gary? Is it, Gary? Gary? Is it?
Come on. That's what the green line's for. What if it's something really bad?
Gary, maybe we should call for help?
No. It's just the wind. Or some other meteorological event. Eric's right. Anyone out there wouldn't be able to knock. And no one is out there. And even if we did call for help, it wouldn't actually be very helpful. Our nearest neighbors are in Denmark, remember? And that's over 180 kilometers away. We can handle this on our own.
That's a person! I know it's a person!
It's not. We should all go to bed. Whatever's causing that will be gone by morning.
What if it's not a person?
That's what I've been saying. It's just some weird surface of Venus thing.
What if it's not a person? What if it's a thing?
What kind of a thing?
An alien.
There's no such thing as aliens.
Says who?
Says everybody. Right, Gary?
You guys play too much Meteors and Moon Men. If there are aliens, they don't live in the system.
I told you.
Well, then some kind of monster.
A lead monster.
Yeah, a lead monster. What if they live in those lakes?
How come no one has ever seen one then?
They have been hiding.
Remember how the guidebook said there are all these places on Venus people have never even seen? There could be stuff all over the place, and no one would know it.
Yeah, maybe they just never came out before.
Maybe they're angry.
This is so stupid! You are all babies! Scared of made-up stories! Gary, tell them to stop being stupid babies!
You're scared.
I'm not! Because that's made up. Monsters are aren't real.
Okay, but are you sure?
Maybe they got sick of us putting domes up all over their planet, sticking instruments in the ground and in the sky. Maybe they are ready to get back at us.
You're making this up.
You are scared.
I am not.
Maybe they're mad and don't want us here.
Yeah. Maybe they're mad.
Maybe they've decided it's time to do something.
Maybe they're coming to get us.
Is everyone all right? Okay. I think... Okay. It's over. Whatever it was. Yeah. It's over. And we're fine. See? I told you we didn't need help. Because we're Solar Scouts. And Solar Scouts...
Never give up.
We have all had a very long day, and it is now time for us to go to sleep. Everyone get in your tents. I don't want to see or hear anything until 0800, unless the 8-vac catches fire or the dome starts to decompress.
Leave the lantern on?
Okay, I'll leave it out here. Into your tents.
But what if...
No.
But...
Fire. Decompression.
Fine.
It was a monster.
A lead monster.
Sleep. Now. Good night, Scouts.
How'd you all do out there? Control says you had a rough night cycle. Says the wind got real bad. And the fog. You get the lay of the land anyway?
Yeah, we did. The wind was bad, but we're Solar Scouts.
We never give up.
Even when the lights go out.
What about the lights now?
Oh, we just had a bit of a glitch or something. Lost dome lights for a while. It was no big deal. Right, Scouts?
Right.
You're lucky. Only about half the troops make it through the night. Surface of Venus is a lot more dangerous than people think. I had to come down once as a Nova and twice as a cadet to finish my badge.
You were a scout?
And now you're a for real pilot?
Sure was. Real long time ago. But I still got the yellow kerchief.
Cool.
So, where are we going on our next trip?
Yeah. And when? Can we go next week? I want to go next week.
We could do another overnight.
Or maybe something longer?
We'll see.
Let's get you loaded up. Hey kid, do you know anything about this?
Huh?
The outside of the airlock here, and up on the side of the dome.
What?
It's all scratched up. Wasn't like that when we dropped you off.
No. I don't know anything about it.
Looks real bad. Those dents go almost all the way through. Sure you didn't hear anything?
No. I mean, I don't think we did.
Good, 'cause that could have been a real problem. if you've been hearing things and didn't ping green line.
What do you mean?
Thought you were the one in charge.
Sure I am, but I still don't follow.
Shouldn't be hearing anything inside a dome. Got a real nice blanket of vacuum between you and the weather. Can't hear nothing because nothing gets close enough to make a noise.
Oh.
And if you are hearing things, well, that blanket's got a hole in it, and it's time to get the hell out of there, because the whole thing, and anything inside it, gets crushed. But you must not have heard anything, because you didn't green line. Because you sure as hell knew that before you came out here.
Yeah, of course.
Good. Because you're a Solar Scout star, and troop leader. And that means you understand that never giving up doesn't mean you gotta take stupid risks, right?
Right.
And that also means you know that it's the mature choice to call for help when you need it, rather than trying to prove that you're brave. Got it?
Yeah. Yeah, I got it.
Good. Now let's get on board and we'll get you kids back to Terraria.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Breathing Space, Fading Frontier. This episode, The Tale of the Knock at the Airlock, was written and directed by Lee Seguinte and edited by Kale Brown.
Gary is voiced by Thomas Flemming.
Keekee was voiced by Rebecca Kraus.
Frank was voiced by Arielle Click.
Chris was voiced by Justin Joyce.
Ayrik was voiced by Christine Tardiff.
The Shuttle pilot was voiced by Charlie Caruso-Neal.
With additional voice work by Amy Crosthwaite. Our theme, Blues for the Black, was composed by Michael Freitag with vocals by Jeremiah and lyrics by Scott Paladin. You can find links to learn more about our cast and crew in the show notes and more information about our show at our website, breathingspace.lawofnames.com. Breathing Space, Fading Frontier is a Law of Names production.